14 years ago, a Staffordshire Bull Terrier puppy entered my family. She's called Zara. 4-year-old me was over the moon at the thought of owning a puppy. However, for some people it appears it would be a nightmare. Due to heavy stereotypes surrounding the breed, a lot of people seem to have negative thoughts and spread lies about these dogs, even though they are nothing like they are portrayed to be. In order to see what the opinions of the public are, I interviewed a couple of students around the college to ask them their thoughts.
My opinion on Staffs would be that I think that they're a decent dog. I think they're loyal, I think they're kind. I feel like people are overlooking that, and I feel like people are giving them a bad reputation when actually it's not the dog's fault, it's the owners.
Yeah, I think they're nice dogs. I hear they're quite vicious and aggressive. I don't have a personal opinion.
I used to have a Staff and he was a really decent dog. I don't understand how people dislike them and why apparently they're aggressive. For me, it all depends on how you bring them up. I feel like my dog that I had he was quite a shy dog, but he was a really nice, he would never ever bite, he wasn't aggressive. So yeah, I'm happy with Staffs, and they shouldn't be like treated as though they're a horrible dog, because they're not.
Personally, they're not my kind of dog, because I would get something different. Maybe something cute, or maybe like a golden retriever, or husky, or a German shepherd, but not a Staff.
My opinions in the past about Staffs was probably, I'd say it wasn't either. I feel like it was kind of a difficult situation. I thought that they might have been aggressive, but then you can't exactly say for sure until you actually own one. So when I started owning one, that's when I realised like it shouldn't be said that they're a horrible breed of dog. Like it's not fair on them.
Because of all the incidents with them and little children, because there's that dog attacking the child and the cat coming out of nowhere and like beating up the dog. That's funny.
Now that we know a couple of opinions from the public, I'm also going to interview someone who owns a Staff and also someone who used to not like dogs, in order to get their insight into what it's like to live with and be around this breed.
My opinions on Staffs have changed because when I met George's dog Zara, I fell in love with her and I realised that they weren't dangerous at all. She was just so cute and adorable and not dangerous at all. When I was younger, I used to be afraid of dogs. They were my biggest fear until when in about probably year 7, 2 of my friends had dogs, and then I realised that they weren't as bad as they were. One of those dogs were a Staff, and then my cousin's girlfriend, she had a Staff too, and both of those Staffs were just adorable, and you know, they didn't really scare me at all. I've heard that Staffs can actually be quite violent, and that people have to sort of not change their routines, but sort of adapt to the Staff. But then I've also heard that Staff, they have no problem with the dog at all, and that it's a lovely dog, really.
My experiences owning a Staff have been really good. They're really loving, don't want to leave your side, they're always wanting to make you happy, and they're just lovely. The stereotype's completely wrong because Zara's very soppy. If you went up to her to stroke her, she will just roll over and let you rub her belly, and she hasn't got a bad bone in her body. I would recommend Staff to anybody, because especially if you've got children, because they are really good with them. They let children pull them about and do anything, and they don't really mind. They will always love them.
So, we can tell that there's a clear divide in opinion, but why does this exist? The history of the breed can date back to the 19th century, when bull and bear baiting was popular. Bulls were set upon by dogs in order to tenderise the meat and also entertain the general public. Dog fights with bulls, bears and other animals also became popular for royalty and commoners alike. Different types of terriers and bulldogs were bred together in order to make a new breed with enough muscle mass and jaw strength in order to take down these bulls. This is how the Staffordshire Bull Terrier was born. The breed was only recognised fully in 1935 in the UK, when they became quite popular and recognised for their positive traits rather than the traits that are born out of poor handling. In recent years, people have realised how good Staffs are around children and how great of a family dog they are. They are sometimes referred to as nanny dogs since they are so good with little children and are very protective of them. Staffs can be a huge part of someone's family. I know my dog is. I wouldn't have her any other way, regardless of what people decide to say about her just because of what her breed is. Considering the history of her ancestors, she is nothing like what people believe she would be. The stereotypes of Staffs are simply not true.